I need a bit of practice. Good day, soldiers.
Your Excellency.
Captain.
Soldiers.
May we be of service?
I'm looking for the soldier, Rayner. Is he in the barracks?
I never heard that name before, Captain.
Never heard the name, Captain.
That's strange. I'm certain he was sent here.
Maybe he's been moved since then. When was the last time you'd heard news of him?
In Serene. Just before our departure. But that's been a couple of months.
If I may, Captain, should I have a word with the quartermaster?
That's right, Captain. He has a register with the affectations of every recruit in the Blue-Silver Regiment. Anything else, Excellency?
Rank and assignment, soldiers.
Recruit, First Class, Blue-Silver Regiment, 8th Company, Your Excellency.
The Blue-Silver Regiment is made up of men attributed to serve the Congregation of Merchants. I'm one of them. And the 8th Company was sent to Tier for D, with 2 other companies.
Anything else?
That will be all.
At ease, soldiers.
Well, I'll be damned, it's Captain Kurt.
Manfred! Still a quartermaster?
Always, as you can see. What can I do for you?
I've been looking for one of my recruits. Goes by the name of Rayner. I would like for His Excellency to meet him.
Rayner? I'm sorry, Kurt. I thought you'd been informed.
Informed about what?
He is dead. He was found, drowned in the port harbour day before yesterday. I was told he had too much to drink and fell in. I'm extremely sorry, Kurt. The young men drink more than they can handle when they're on leave.
That's bollocks. That lad isn't the sort to sully himself with drink. I don't believe it.
People change. When they're far from home, the lads have little else to do.
I still don't believe it.
Listen, you might as well go and ask the doctor down in the morgue. I might have misunderstood what was reported to me. Those doctors use such long words for simple things.
Excellent idea. At least now you'll see it for yourself.
You're right. Let's go.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
Well now, a visit. Can I help you with something?
We are here concerning the matter of recruit Rayner.
Are you family or friends?
You could say that. I'm the one who recruited the lad.
I see. Well, what I can do is tell you what I can.
Can you tell me anything about the circumstances?
All I know is what I was told by the fellows who brought the body to me. They said they'd spent the evening together at the tavern, that they'd had a great deal to drink. A horrid habit the soldiers all seemed to share.
Rayner was not a drinker.
Maybe not. All the same, he was drinking that night. He stepped outside for a moment and never came back in. His companions found him drowned in the bay early morn, and they brought him to me.
How then did he die, in your opinion?
He drowned. I'm sorry. It's regrettable. He was quite a young man.
Yeah, and his death makes no sense. He didn't drink, and he knew how to swim.
All the same, that's what happened. I greatly regret it.
Might we take a look at the body?
No, I wouldn't recommend that. To see your friend in such a state.
I'm a soldier, Doc. I've seen a number of men in pieces. Let me see the young lad.
I regret, Captain. I cannot allow that.
I have as of yet to present myself. I'm Sir Desardet, legate of the Congregation of Merchants on Tir Fredi. And as the title infers, I have the power to inspect this barracks and all that it contains. Therefore, I must insist.
I see. 1,000 pardons, Excellency. I should have recognized you and shown more respect. It's the body in the middle. Examine him if you must, but please be so kind as to not leave a mess after you.
This one is just a boy. His face is still locked in an expression of pain. Kurt, is this your recruit?
Yes, that's my Rayner. Poor kid. I should have left him with his family where he was.
If you want to learn more, we'll need to examine the body. Is that all right?
He's not the first young man I've seen with the lights gone from his eyes. Go on.
I'm no doctor, but this boy doesn't seem to have drowned at all. It looks like he's been beaten. It's suspicious.
The boy I knew would never have drunk himself senseless to the point he'd fall into the bay, I'm telling you.
I believe you, Kurt. But if we want to prove it, we'll need to find more evidence. Excuse me, Doctor, but you owe us a few explanations. This boy did not die by drowning.
It is absolutely the cause of death, I assure you. The science of death is a complex art, and you are certainly not a doctor.
That is true, but you are. Do you recognize your own notes? Your writing is hard to read, but the word drowning never appears.
What an idiot. I should have burned those notes. I am truly sorry. I swear I have never, ever falsified a report before. But I was given no choice in the matter.
How's that? What are you talking about?
Two men, lieutenants, I believe, brought a body to me telling me the boy had drowned in an accident. I saw immediately this was a lie, but I did not push the matter. I began my examination, planning to submit my report to the quartermaster as per usual. But the men returned. I was told to forget what I'd discovered and say that he had indeed drowned, or else.
Who were they?
I have no idea. I had never seen them before at the barracks. I guessed their rank by their uniforms.
What colours were they sporting?
None. They must have removed the emblems of their regiment. Listen, it's obvious that this boy was beaten repetitively, and that was the cause of death. I have no intention of suffering the same fate.
Have no fear, Doctor. We will make no mention of your name.
My condolences, Kurt. I'm truly sorry. I know the pain of losing a crew member.
Thank you, Vasco.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
We have a situation, Manfred. Rayner didn't drown. The doctor falsified his report. He was threatened and feared for his own life.
You have to be pulling me leg. Who bullied the crowface?
Lieutenants that he didn't recognize, alas, and who wore no regiment emblems.
Which regiment was Rayner assigned to? I would like to have a word with his commanding officer.
Let me have a look at the register. My memory isn't what it once was. Stab my heart with a rusty blade. His name's been crossed out. Oh, if I catch the bastard that did that.
What mess was the boy into, Manfred? What could this be about?
Your lad was in the 6th or maybe the 11th, before being reassigned to who knows where.
Just like that? You out of everyone have to know where the recruits are assigned.
Not of late. This isn't the first lad who's been reassigned all of a sudden at the drop of a hat. Each time I start complaining about it, I'm told they've changed regiments, and it's not my concern.
Something truly bizarre is going on here. I don't like this at all.
Let's try and discover which company he was stationed at before this mysterious reassignment.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
I need to get to the bottom of this mystery, Greenblood. I don't like being taken for a fool. Even if the lieutenants weren't stationed at these barracks, someone here must know where Rayner was assigned.
We should also go and check the tavern. Men on leave will perhaps have looser lips than those within the walls. Good day, soldier.
Good day, my lord.
De Sardet, legate of the congregation on Teofredi.
Captain Kurt.
Oh, excuse me, Excellency. I didn't know. Captain, I truly am sorry. At your service, my lord. Excellency.
You don't quite look like you've got the hang of all this. How long have you been in?
Is it that obvious?
It's quite normal for a new recruit.
I joined up 4 months ago. But at the beginning, we were on board ship, you see. I don't know if that really counts. I started exercises when we got to New Serene. But I'm making progress, they say.
And do you like it here?
I sure do. That's why I joined the Guard. To come here, to leave the continent. Know what I mean?
I do.
Anything else?
Since you know who we are, present yourself, soldier.
Yes, sir. Recruit 2nd Class Alric, Blue Silver Regiment, 11th Company. At your service. Anything else?
Do you know a recruit going by the name of Rayner?
Rayner? It's just... Excellency, please.
The boy is terrified now that he knows who we are. So long as he's in that state, he'll say nothing of worth. You should bring him a bottle to calm his nerves.
That will be all, soldier. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
What can I pour for you?
Give me a bottle of your best drink.
There you go. But be careful. She's got a strong bite.
At your service, my lord. Excellency.
Here. You seem tired and a little on edge. A drink would do you some good.
It's just that... I don't know if I'm allowed.
You're on leave, or you wouldn't be at the tavern. Then why not?
Yes, but this is His Excellency's own bottle. I don't know if I can.
Drink, I tell you.
Now then, why don't you tell us what you know about Rayner?
Well, I didn't serve with him. Well, not really. We just crossed paths. He was leaving the 11th when I joined. Everyone said he was good, strong, and, followed orders. And then, poof. Lieutenant got this order, and he wasn't happy. And I mean really quite unhappy. And then Rayner, he was gone. We never saw him again. We asked where he'd been sent, but the lieutenant didn't want to tell us. Said that it was none of our business. But you, he won't be able to say no to you. You should go and offer him a drink too.
Where can we find your lieutenant?
At the barracks.
Thank you. And watch yourself when leaving. Wouldn't want you to fall into the bay. That will be all, soldier. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Hello, officer.
Excellency, can I do something for you?
Could you tell me which company you serve?
The 11th, Excellency. Anything else?
What's your assignment?
The 11th is assigned to road and outpost security for the congregation on the island. As for me, I'm responsible for the training of recruits and the patrol duty roster. Anything else?
We are concerned about the death of a young recruit named Rayner.
Let's be perfectly straight. We know that Rayner belonged to your company. And as the acting lieutenant instructor, you certainly had him under your command. So just stop with the lies. We've lost enough time here.
You know what they say? Guard business is well guarded.
And concerns only the guard. Now, unless you've lost your eyesight, you've a captain in front of you.
I know. But this story is dangerous, Captain.
If you have so much as an ounce of respect for the boy, speak to us. Don't you believe he deserves justice?
Yes, of course. But you have no idea what's been going on here. If word got round that I've been talking, come back after sundown, when there's fewer folk.
Very well. We'll be back.
Anything else?
Are you sure that you can't help us? Something terrible has befallen the poor boy.
Let's be perfectly straight. We know that Raina belonged to your company. And as the acting lieutenant instructor, so just stop with the lies.
You know what they say.
And concerns only...
I know.
If you have so much, don't you believe he deserves justice?
Yes, but you have no idea. Come back after...
Very well.
Anything else?
Thank you, Lieutenant. Farewell.
Your crew has the scurvy, Kurt, and they're dying from fear.
I must agree, sailor. And I don't like it one bit.
Let's poison on my blade. And let's go! Potion if you want to cast more spells. Drink a
approaching a native village.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Move away. Things are about to get dicey. Let's see if you can ward off this space. Take a potion if you want.
On Almanawi. Do you want to trade?
Who do you think you are? By what right do you enter the home of our queen?
I'm the emissary of the Congregation of Merchants. I've come to meet your leader.
Come now, Arwant. You are not a watchdog. Where is my mother?
Siora, I didn't see you. You have come too late. Your mother has gone to wage a war. They left for Didekid Nadagais only a few hours ago.
Oh no. We need to catch up with them and avoid the shedding of blood. Please, haste.
Very well then. Let's be off.
In order to go towards Didegid Nadagis, we must follow the path leading toward the heights into the forest. Wait. We should go left here. It's a more difficult path, but it's much shorter.
Look at the tracks. They chose to take the path on the right, it would seem.
Before a battle, it makes sense that they wanted to avoid a path with more danger.
If it is dangerous, let's not risk braving it when time is against us.
We risk meeting a great many beasts. But if we follow the warriors, we risk catching up with them too late to sway them. Thanks for listening to me. I fear my mother may have already thrown herself into the battle.
To get dicey!
I'll make you regret confronting us. I'll make you regret confronting us. I'll make you regret confronting us.
To my help! And death to the others! Things are about to get dicey!
You are too late, Siora. Mother has fallen, and we are defeated. No, no, no. is not fair!
I am so sorry.
Who is this man? He resembles one of us, but is dressed like a Renaigze.
I am the ambassador of the Congregation of Merchants. I'm sorry for your loss.
The congregation? And what side are you on in this war? Those that massacre our people? Essel, calm down. You know that Mother sent me to seek out allies. You show up when the fight was nearly over. Was this part of your plan? You know that these monsters are taking our own. They must make honorable amends.
We did our best to come as fast as we could. And I fought by your side. Please, please take the time to at least hear me out. There has already been enough death and you are wounded. This is not the time for vengeance.
You may be right. Waiting for my vengeance will make it taste all the sweeter. I feel weak. Might I ask you to watch over our own Siora? I must return to the village. Go on ahead. We will tend to the wounded. Won't we now?
Yes. We will do everything we can.
And find my mother. Or her body, if she is indeed dead.
Look at this massacre. How?
Find her banner. It bears the symbol of our clan. This way. There is a survivor. Let's heal him. You now have enough strength to return to the village. Find Arwand. He will take care of you. Over there. I think that man is still breathing. Let's make sure. You can walk now. Return to the village. We must make sure that there are no more survivors.
Oh, these ruins are very strange. By what name did you call this place again?
The Didakiten Nadagays. There was once a battle in the past. A great victory for our clans.
Strange indeed. These walls are completely foreign to the styles of your own dwellings. Does this name that you gave the ruins mean anything in particular?
Yes.
I beg of you, help me.
And still you dare to breathe. How can you hope that I am here to save you?
No,
What have you done with my mother?
Pity, I beg of you. I don't want to die.
Then answer!
Siora. Stop. Look at yourself. You're acting like a beast.
A beast has far more majesty than these monsters who have traded their souls.
They have taken her. The Queen. They took her.
Then she must still be alive. They would not have bothered to carry away a corpse.
She would have chosen death before capture. They must have wanted her alive. We must find her. You now have enough strength to return to the village. Find Arwand. He will take care of you. Look, there are some images on these walls.
Let's get closer.
on Almanawi. Do you need something?
I must leave you.
This is the first time I've seen these drawings so closely.
You've never come here? You certainly seem to know the place.
This site is sacred and taboo. Everyone knows where it is, but no one ever comes here. All these colors are so beautiful. I never would have imagined that they could create something so delicate.
Who are you talking about?
Of those who built these lodgings. That my ancestors vanquished in a past war.
You know who they were?
I only know the legend. The legend of Didakid and Nadaigith.
I'm listening.
It is said our people lived peacefully. Until the men appeared from the sea, intent on making our lands their own. They dug great caverns into the earth, ripped down our forests, destroying everything in their wake. They were evil. The warriors killed so many people that even their own people came to fear them. Here they built a terrible city that spewed out clouds of cinder and death. Our kings and queens were desperate. They went to the heart of our island, and the island heard them. From the woods appeared the first guardian. He was taller than a city, and with each step it smashed a lodging. It was a guardian of Rat, and the city could not resist him. Since then, the earth answers our call for magic, and in exchange, we become Almanawi, in keeping with the pacts our kings and queens once made.
It is a very sad and terrible legend. I wonder who these people from the sea could have been. People from the continent, no doubt. Our Malachor might well be the cursed result of that war from another age. We have nothing more, nor anyone else to find here. I must report all we've learned to Constantine.
On Olmanawi, my mother is still held in this outpost near Vigigado. I must do everything I can to free her from the lion's claws. But you are already busy. We'll talk about it again once you have more time. Anything else?
I must leave you. See you later.
Desarde, I have a favor to ask.
Very well. I'm listening.
Do you remember the story of Jonah?
Of course.
Well, I'm like him. A donation to the sea. My family also gave me to the Nords. I don't know anything about my real family, except that they are probably affluent and from the congregation. When I was born, the Nords and the merchant princes had a complex relationship. I must have been used to settle a debt or forge a truce, but that doesn't matter. The mystery of my origins has now become an obsession. I need to know where I come from. If I were patient enough, I'd wait to become a fleet commander, and then I would be told. But since being laid off, such a promotion seems somewhat improbable.
And you want me to help you find this information?
You understand correctly. The records of all seamen stationed on the island are in their respective ports. Mine must be in the harbor office in New Serene, and it must contain my family name. But if I go there, I'd be spotted right away. However, I get the impression that this may not be the right time for you. We'll talk about it again when you're less busy. Did you want anything else?
How did you become a Nord?
As you may have guessed, I am sea-given. I was given to the Nords when I was a little child, for a reason I ignore. I think I was originally from the congregation, but I have no memory of my family. I took my first steps on the deck of a ship. That's all I can remember. Did you want anything else?
I must leave you.
Come closer, good people. The cure
Cousin! You have returned to me. Your absence was sorely felt.
We don't appear to be in top form. Are house intrigues keeping you from finding proper sleep?
No, nothing to bring me nightmares as of yet. I'm blaming it on the change of diet. Now, tell me what adventures you've been up to. If you only knew how bored I grow behind these walls.
Any news of your parents?
No. With the time it takes to travel to the continent, it's not surprising. But I don't miss them. My father's next letter will certainly be full of his usual disdain. As for my mother, you know her. She's probably too busy planning her next assassination to have noticed my absence.
Any news of your parents?
No. My father's next letter. As for my mother, she's probably too...
Any news of your parents?
No. She's probably too...
We were not able, alas, to stop the clash between the forces of the Alliance and Siora's clan. We arrived at the village and the battlefield too late. The Queen fell.
I'm extremely sorry for your loss, Princess.
Thank you. My sister survived, fortunately, and we are recovering from this tragedy together. But our clan was extremely weakened by this battle and by recent events.
We shall keep a close eye on the Bridge Alliance and their undertakings. Rest assured.
You should know that the battle took place in the middle of ancient ruins. The ruins were quite strange. We discovered a fresco that I'm certain was crafted by continental hands.
Really? And how ancient are these ruins? Could they date back to the first landings of the Bridge Alliance?
They date much farther back than their arrival would explain. My mother and my grandmother have always known them.
Siora told me of a legend that spoke of them, about a people from the sea that were vanquished there.
Do you think it was the Nords?
It is not our custom to found a landlocked settlement. We have our islands, and it is enough for us.
If they are ancient, perhaps your people once practiced older customs. This story is troubling, but it reminds me of something that I once read in the reports of Lady Morange. You should go and find her. Perhaps she could tell us more about them.
Very well.
Anything else?
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
Good day, Lady Morange. Do you remember me?
Of course. Sir de Sardet, isn't it? I hope that you and your cousin have grown to like it here. But I have little reason to believe you have paid me a visit to exchange civilities. Can I be of service?
What do you know about the ruins found to the northwest of here?
The site that the natives call Didakidnadagais.
That is not how we pronounce it, but yes, we are speaking of the same place.
Your language is difficult to master, but I find it fascinating. To answer your question, I had countless questions about the place when our explorers and scouts first brought back sketches. Intrigued, I went there. I noted the architecture and their decorations. It is certain that they bear a striking resemblance with continental constructions, but they are more ancient. Too old to have been recently built by the Bridge Alliance settlers when they first set foot on the island. I even questioned the natives, but they only spoke of a people of the sea. My first thoughts went to the Nauts, but they're not known for building large towns, less so cities. There are other ruins on a cliff to the east of here. Perhaps they hide the key to this mystery. I hoped to organize an expedition, but the region is dangerous and hard of access. We explored mines at the bottom of the cliff, but we were not able to find an access to the plateau. If the mystery of these ruins intrigues you as much as me, it is in that direction that you should begin to look for answers. Can I help you with any other matter?
What can you tell me about the relations we have with other nations?
We play a difficult role, caught between these two enemy nations who are nonetheless our allies. The smallest action could tip the balance and draw us into their conflict. If I may offer some advice, be very careful. We do not want a war to break out here.
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Fits you like a glove. We'll make it for you.
We are quite alone now. You may speak to us.
Rayner was indeed a member of my company, and an excellent recruit. But you already know that.
Continue.
One morning, I got a note telling me he'd been transferred from my company. He'd received a new assignment. I was so furious that I did my own little investigation to see where he'd been sent. It wasn't easy. No one wanted to give me answers. No one seemed to know anything. But one thing's for certain. Rayner wasn't the only man to have disappeared. I learned that a good many recruits, all the cream of the crop, had been reassigned. And finally, I learned about the existence of a phantom regiment.
What sort of nonsense are you talking about?
A sort of secret, elite company that were following a special training program.
Where can we find them?
I've no idea. I had to put my investigation to rest. Things were getting dangerous. I began to sense I was being watched. This regiment protects its secrets at all costs with few scruples. If you want to know more, the training officer of the 6th might know something. It's been said that he took part in one of their missions, alongside them.
Are you certain you've nothing more to tell me about this infamous secret regiment?
I've told you everything I know, at the risk of ending up like Rayner, Excellency. Go and see the officer of the 6th if you want to learn more. And leave me alone now.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Farewell. Good day, Lieutenant.
Excellency, what's your pleasure?
What company do you serve?
The 6th, Excellency. Anything else?
To where are you assigned?
The 6th Company is in charge of exploration and expansion of the colony of the Congregation of Merchants on the island. We operate mainly in the wilderness areas, in direct contact with the natives. But don't worry, we respect to the letter Congregation directives and standing orders. We avoid all confrontation with them as much as possible. Anything else?
Tell me about the Phantom Regiment.
About what? I have no idea what you're talking about, Your Excellency.
Come now, Lieutenant. You do realize that the activities of this regiment are particularly suspicious. Secrets, threats, fabrications, and maybe even an assassination. This resembles more the pursuits of a criminal organization than the Honorable Coin Guard. Am I to conclude that you are involved?
No. No. I assure you that isn't the case.
So then tell me what you know about the regiment.
I've seen the regiment. Even fought beside them on an operation. On that occasion, our marching orders were kept secret until the last minute. We were asked to remove our regiment emblems. And our pay wasn't even recorded. And of course, we were ordered to speak to no one about it under any circumstances. I hope you realize the risk I'm taking, talking to you about all this.
Have no fear. We understand. What was this operation?
An attack. A lightning strike. On a caravan from the Bridge Alliance.
Marvelous. A company that behaves like back-alley bandits.
I know. It really shakes up the honor code. The regiment is made up of young recruits, carefully chosen. Only the best make it through. The training is extremely arduous. And my guess is that Raynor isn't the only one who's died from it. I know that they set up camp just outside the city, where the men live and train. But I'd be at a loss to tell you precisely where it's found. Sorry, Captain.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
This story is making me sick. Poor Raynor. If I'd have known, I'd never have recruited him.
I'm sorry, Kurt.
This isn't your doing. But these filthy phantoms, or whatever they are gonna have to settle the debt. Believe me.
You do realize that your own commander is certainly involved in this on some level. Outright clandestine operations could not have taken place without his approval.
That he's aware of the existence of the regiment, there is no doubt. That he approves of what they're doing. It wouldn't be the first head that didn't know what his hands were up to.
What do you wish to do now?
I'm gonna find the location of this camp. I have a few friends that can certainly help us. And when I know where to smoke out these bastards, I'll go and have a few fiery words. If you were of a mind to accompany me, 2 of us would not be too many to make sure they settle their debts.
Let me know when you discover where they are to be found.
You can count on me.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
No.
Greetings. My caravan goes through all the cities, and the journey is safe. So, where would you like to go?
Thank you, but I'll continue on.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
No magic here. Drink a potion.
Desarde. I've always hoped to one day find out my biological family name. But I cannot go to the harbor office in person to see my file. Could you go there and bring the file to me?
Of course. But you will have to come with me to the port and tell me a little more.
Right. Also, I don't want any Naughts to be hurt in the process. Despite my desire to know my origins, the Naughts are still my family.
Don't worry. We'll be discreet.
According to Lady Mirange's instructions, the ruins should be in this area. Here we are. We have a good view from here. The harbor office is well guarded, both outside and inside. Getting through the main entrance is impossible.
There must be a blind spot. There's always one.
You could dress as a knot and go through the back door, but someone may recognize you inside.
I'll need to be much more discreet. A potion could help me.
That is an option, yes, but since I'd rather avoid hurting any knots, I made some inquiries. The harbor office has an arrangement with Dieter from the brothel. Girls come every night with wine.
I see. You want us to spike the wine so that they sleep during our search.
It's a proven technique, and I can assure you they do not sniff the wine before drinking it.
Right. Let's get some sleeping pills. Then we'll go see Dieter.
Swan! Welcome! It's such a pleasure to... Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome! Have you seen anything?
So? Did they take the bait?
Yes, Your Excellency. And I am very happy to see you. One of them came to the shop yesterday. He gave me 24 hours to raise the money required, which means that the entire gang could appear any minute now.
Perfect. I'll hide and wait for their arrival. And rest assured, I will not let them go.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Are your boots worn through? Is your hat?
I hope you have what we're looking for, my good friend. Our man with the silver coin is not known for his patience.
Well, I moved heaven and earth to collect the sum, but alas, I ran out of time.
More fool you if you think Egon will be satisfied with your sorry excuses. You know what happens to those who refuse to pay.
Leave this man alone at once. You're under arrest.
We'll see about that. And who will stop us? We are the guard.
You certainly don't deserve such a name. Bunch of cowards.
Yield without a fuss and you'll have the right to a trial.
Really? And then it'll be the gallows. Do you think we're pushovers?
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! To my help! And down to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
You're wounded. Let's see if you can ward off this fight.
I'm eternally grateful, Your Excellency. You saved my trade and my life.
Stay alert. Their leader was obviously not present.
I heard about the man with the silver coin, but this is the first time they told me his name.
If they let him escape, it's only because they were thinking of killing you.
I beg you, find this Egon and stop him. None of us will be safe as long as he's free.
Don't worry. I don't intend to let him go.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be the talk of all serene.
We must find this Egon. At the barracks, perhaps.
I doubt our man goes openly by that name.
Sworn through!
It is the silver coin we must look for.
Come closer, good people. The cure and wine.
So, men, how's it going?
Everything's fine, Lieutenant.
Nothing to report? All our friends are quiet?
Perfectly quiet. As soon as they hear about a silver coin, they start trembling.
Good. It would be a shame to have to make another example of them, right?
Oh, there's no need, Lieutenant. They've been as sweet as lambs since Renault's accident.
Accidents happen so quickly. I'm waiting for another delivery today. Have you seen your comrades?
No, they must have stopped at the tavern on the way. As soon as we see them, we'll send them your way, Lieutenant.
I hope those idiots aren't drinking my dew.
No one would dare do that to you, Lieutenant.
I hope not. Or I'll have to remind them that the silver coin can shake everyone, even the guards. Well, I'll leave you. I have urgent business to attend to. Now, don't forget to send me those drunkards.
Farewell, Lieutenant.
There's no doubt. Here is our man. Let's follow him discreetly.
Who are you? You're following me?
Indeed. We would like to talk to you about the silver coin, Egon. It's now or never.
Egon? You must be mistaken. I don't know anyone by that name.
Do not take us for fools. We heard you speak with your men.
I don't know what you've heard, but you're wrong. I'm not Egon.
Regardless, you are implicated in a murder and in the extortion of merchants. You are therefore under arrest. And we will finish by having you tell us who Egon is and where to find him.
Oh yes, we'll see about that.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Take a potion if you want to cast more spell. Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
So, have you finally decided to follow us?
So you can torture me? You can do whatever you want. I'll not tell you anything. I don't know who Egon is. I'm just a middleman. You're wasting your time.
You must know more than you're willing to say. Come on!
I'd rather die.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! To my hand! And...
The silver coin. His symbol of recognition. I have to show it to Manfred.
Hello, my darlings. It's rare to see the upper crust in here. It must be my lucky day. Do you and yours want to have a good time? I could call a few friends.
I'm sorry, but I'm not here for that.
Really? What?
I'll let you get on.
What?
Yes, why? You looking to have a good time?
It seems like you're sending girls and wine to the harbour office every night.
So, there's no law against that, is there?
No, and I'm not here to stop you.
Listen, Dieter, we just wanted to add a secret ingredient to your wine tonight.
What? Are you joking? Are you trying to slip a laxative in it?
We were thinking more of sleeping pills. Nothing bad, you see.
Listen, I have nothing against a little prank, but I can't risk losing my best customers.
Captain Vasco is very influential among the Nords. Maybe he could help expand your excellent clientele even further.
If you accept, I could arrange for your agreement to come to fruition. In San Mateus, for example.
San Mateus? I would have to recruit. But yeah, that would be interesting.
So then, we agree?
Yes, that's fine. Tonight your friends will receive their delivery. Seasoned. Now, give me the sleeping potion.
Thanks to Dieter, you should be able to slip into the Harbour Master's office after dark. But you should still dress as one of us, just to make sure you avoid confrontation.
Good idea. I'll see to it.
One arm and a... Oh. So... One armour that fits you like... Oh. The best forge in Tier 3D. Blades, armour, locks, custom pieces made to order. One armour that fits you like a glove. We'll make it for you.
Come closer, good people. The court envoy from the... You'll find all you need in our...
It's pitch black. It's the perfect moment. Dieter's girls should be here soon. What do you want to do?
We will wait for Dieter's girls to do their work as planned. Then we'll enter.
Very well. It's definitely the safer option.
Dieter's daughter is gone. Your guards should get a good night's sleep now.
You should go. I'll wait here as planned. I can't risk getting caught there.
Don't worry. I'll make sure not to hurt anyone.
Good luck, Desarde.
I don't have the key. Locked. I was able to recover your file, Vasco. And nobody saw me.
Wonderful. You did everything perfectly. So, let's see what this file can tell us. So I was right. My real name is Leandra, son of the Darcy family from Serene. Nobles, I suppose.
Yes. I must admit, I had no idea they'd given a son to the Nords.
To think that I spent my childhood polishing ship bridges, when I could have been wearing silk.
I'm sorry for you, Vasco, but growing up in nobility is not as simple as it sounds.
Really? Well, whatever. I've learnt my real name, thanks to you, and that's what I wanted.
Leandra Darcy. I remember coming across a Darcy at my uncle's court. Your brother, no doubt.
My brother? What was he like?
It was a long time ago. We were children. I couldn't tell you what he looks like today.
A brother? I wonder if we are alike despite our completely different lives. Thank you for sharing this and for telling me about him. You gave me back my identity. This is more important than the Nords care to admit.